Good morning, it's Kate here from the Rendezvous Tea Room. How is everyone today? Oh my god, what a week I have had. So, this is Kate going live on the Spiritual Events Directory, and I am home today. I am not at the shop, as you can see. Just try and fix up the camera a little bit. Oh, that's a nicer picture. Hey, my mother-in-law did this. It's cross stitch. Anyway, beautiful, isn't it? Okay, so I've just been trying to get ready. At the moment is a real effort. I have been made to slow down. Hi, Leanne. How are you? So, as a lot of you know, I have just reopened the Rendezvous Tea Room in Woollongabba on the 9th of July. The owner, Luke Quadrilli, passed away on the 9th of May, and he was involved in that lime green scooter accident back on the 9th of May, and he passed away. And Luke was a dear friend of mine, and together, we had written a book. So this came about through me doing tea leaf readings and meeting Luke and running my very first workshop from there. So we might talk a little bit about that after, but I just wanted to tell you, it's been a whirlwind in the last few weeks. I thought that the Rendezvous Tea Room had been operated by somebody else, and I drove past one night just to pop by and talk to the dead, as I do, and say hi to Luke. And I'd noticed that there was a sign on the door. It was closed and it was up for lease. So, next thing, I find that I am ringing up, and 2 weeks later, I've got the Rendezvous Tea Room opened. Now, I made a deal with Luke. I said, if you want me to keep your business going for you, keep your dream alive for you, number one, you would have to work out how I'm going to get all the money, because I don't have the money for it. So we were given 2 weeks, and the lady that owns the building, Luke had been there for 10 years and she loved him and she wanted it to stay as it was. And there was somebody else having a look at the place that day, but she said that that she wanted me there because I wanted to keep it, the way Luke had it. So she said, I'll give you 2 weeks to get the money out. I told her straight, I didn't have the money. I was just guided there. And knowing Luke and what he did, that she trusted that as well. So it only took the 2 weeks to get up the money that was needed, with a lot of help from Luke's clients, my clients, friends, people that just wanted to see the place reopened. Now, one of the deals that I said to Luke was, I want this business to be able to run without me, okay, because I've got my own things that I do, and I enjoy what I do. I had just gone and bought myself a gypsy wagon at the beginning of the year, and next week I'll probably do a live from the gypsy wagon. I just didn't feel like getting downstairs, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Some of you already know, but anyway, I'd said to Luke, the business has got to be able to operate without me, okay? So I've got some beautiful people that are working in there doing readings, and I've got all that lined up, okay? So we've got the beautiful cat, Edwards, that is in there on Tuesday. Tan is in there on Thursday. Rob on Friday, and then we've got Josephine on Saturdays. and my friend's been helping me as well too, Alicia Meek, and she is just absolutely wonderful, and thank you so much for everything that you've done for me, Alicia. I was so glad to meet you last October. She's become a very special part of my life, and she has to go back to Canada next month as well too, so she'll be gone for 6 months. So anyway, I had it all lined up, had all these people there at the shop so it could operate without me. And then I love it there so much. I've got my cat that's just come and joined me on the table, that I started going there every single day, and I was obsessed. Like, it's a beautiful place, absolutely beautiful, and the energies are gorgeous. And yeah, so I started going there every day. I was doing my classes from there, doing my readings, and then I would find reasons, even after the doors were closed, to potter around and go home late. So that's what I was doing. And we sort of get caught up in what we do too, and we sort of run on automatic pilot a bit as well. So I'd close the doors on Saturday, and I was getting ready to go up to Bribie Island to do a psychic party from my gypsy wagon. I've got my cat here who's knocking stuff off my table now. Yeah, so I was going up to Bribie Island to do a psychic party for a lady, Tamara, and it was her birthday. And I had to pull out because I was coming down the back steps at work and I missed the bottom step, the bloody bottom step, okay? And I fractured my ankle. So I'm sitting here in a wheelchair at the moment. I can't do much, and I'm having to leave everyone else to take care of the shop, just like I asked. Okay, so be careful what you ask for, because you're going to get it. Okay, now I'm taking this opportunity to finish off some of my other books that I've started as well too, which I just put to the back burner. So we've got the A to Z of tea leaf reading, okay, already out. I have got other books too that, you know, the workshop books that I wanted to then publish as well. So when I'm running my workshops, I can then give those books out as well as part of the workshop. So that's what I'm doing. So I've had to sort of reevaluate everything this week. And now I did a few readings last week with the tea, and you know, we get stopped for a reason. You know, I was doing too much. Even with what I did last week on the show, I said I would do more stuff after, and I would put in there what it was. I had photos up of the tea leaves, and I was going to type in there what they mean. Well, it got to 9 o'clock that night and I still hadn't got it done, and I do apologise. I had classes, I had customers, and I was just doing too much and just couldn't find the time. I needed more hours in the day. So I apologise to those that I didn't put up the meanings for the tea leaves. I just ran out of time and I need more hours, and now I have been stopped in my tracks to do what it is that I'm supposed to be doing and letting the shop run the way I wanted it to in the first place. You know, I wanted a business where it would be earning money while I slept. So now I can stay in bed during the day if I want to. Anyway, hi everyone that's coming on. I've just been talking about how I fractured my ankle and I've been stopped in my tracks. So today's show is from my lounge room. I would have loved to have been down in my gypsy wagon, but then that means that I'd have to go down the stairs. And oh my God, that's an effort. So for anyone that knows about broken foots, damaged feet, the left one, okay, yes, I know. I've been stopped in my tracks because I'm meant to be doing other things. And I had made a deal with Luke that the shop needed to be running by itself, and I took control, okay? That's just me. I'm a control freak. So now I'm here with you guys now. After this, I will be spending some time doing my art, which I've been wanting to do for ages, and writing more on my book, okay? I have got a page called Magical Blessings, and I have got so much of the information in there of how to create the life that you want, okay? And it works so well. But then if you're asking for something and then you ignore it, you might just fracture your ankle, so be bloody careful, okay? That was me going on automatic pilot and not being in the moment and thinking about what I was doing, you know. So you need to be really careful. I had a friend that actually dropped in the other day, and she's a medium, and she was telling me that she had done a reading. A guy had come through, and he had gone to Afghanistan. He was in a war-torn country. He was in danger every single day, and he did that for years, okay? And you, like, with that type of thing, you are in the moment all the time, aware of everything that's going on around you. He comes home, you know, thinks everything's all good, and, you know, he's just doing the normal everyday stuff. And he is carrying the washing down the stairs. The sheet is dangling down, and the sheet wraps around his leg, and he comes down the stairs and he breaks his neck and dies. So here's a guy in a war-torn country, in danger every single day, and survives that, comes home, and he falls down the stairs because his leg gets wrapped up in a sheet, okay? We just go about our day on automatic pilot. You know, we switch off, and it's just reminding us that we need to be aware and be in the moment with everything that we do, okay? Because if not, we have silly little things like that happen, which have got a big effect on our normal everyday lives and what we do. Like, I've really struggled this week with getting around. I'm not unhappy or depressed, okay? I actually feel a bit good about what's happened because it's made me stop and think and, you know, stop pushing myself all the time, because that's the type of person I am. I'm just on the go constantly. Like, I love doing something all the time. I don't know how to just sit down and watch TV or read a book. You know, I might have the TV on, but I've got the computer on my lap and I'm doing work, or I'm scrolling through Facebook. I just don't stop and just be. And this is my lesson, that I need to just stop and just be. Let everything happen that I've also asked for as well too, because it is like, I work with creating my life and what it is that I want, and I am extremely lucky, and I do live a very blessed and abundant life. I just need to slow down a little bit as well too. So there's our lesson for the week, okay? So go onto the page Magical Blessings, sit down, scroll down to the bottom of the page and start from the bottom, and listen to people reading chapters from like E Squared and the magic, and it changes the way you think. Now see, I could be one of these people that's like, oh damn, like I've hurt myself, I can't get around, I'm stuck, I can't do anything, and I could be really negative about it. But I'm the type of person, I'm positive and I look at the good side of the situation. And I know things are going to work out the way they are. I am not worried about the shop. I'm not worried about the money coming in for the rent because it's actually covered. You know, it was all good in the beginning. There was no reason for me to be there and try and control it. I will still be in there. I'll have particular days that I'm in there, but I want to go and promote my book. I want to go to other places, like it's in an Eclectica, and I run workshops from other places as well too. I'm not one to be stuck in one spot, and that's what I was doing to myself. So Andrea from Eclectica, I've been going there for years. It's an awesome shop in West End. She has got so many unusual, different, kooky, wonderful things in that shop, and I used to do readings from there. And she's got my book. I will be doing a palmistry class in the next few months from there as well too. So she rang me up the other day and wants to book in a palmistry class. There's another great shop at Contaft, run by the lovely Kelly, and that is called Minnie and Rose. Now she has also got my books, and she has also got Eleanor's cards, my first tarot, the most amazing cards, and I will be doing some readings shortly. Okay, I've got the tea here ready to go. Who else? Oh, Chameleon New Age Salon. Now that's down the Gold Coast. I was supposed to be running a class from there tonight, but obviously it's too far for me to drive and I would have to go up the stairs, and with me not exercising, I might run around a lot and do a lot of things, but I don't exercise, so I don't have the core strength. So getting up and downstairs using crutches, oh my God, it's so hard. I've never had to use them in my life, and I've not got very good balance, and it's a bit scary. It's a bit scary having to trust these things, and I'm really worried that I'm going to bump my foot. You know, I've got it in a cast, but still it hurts. So I'm a bit worried about that. So yeah, I am so sorry for those people that wanted to do the tea leaf reading workshop at Chameleon New Age Salon. We will look at another date. I will slow down and go out and work at other shops, which is what I wanted to do. I wanted to go travelling with my gypsy wagon doing that. So I need to just get everything underway so I can get all of that sorted out. Now, I'm not too sure if this is a tea or not that we're using today. So I'm just preparing the cups now. I've got this cute little spoon here. See how small that is? So when I do my tea leaf readings, we want a nice cup. You know, it's got a nice round shape in there. You want white, okay, inside, so we can see our tea leaves. I put the tea leaves straight into the cup because if we're putting it in a teapot, we're not getting the measured amount that I want. They're not going to go through the holes properly. So I'll put it straight into the teacup, okay? So these little teaspoons that I've got from this cute little place up at Cotton Tree called Silver Spoon, we are just having a small amount, which is probably equivalent to about a quarter of a teaspoon, the normal size, into the cup. Okay, so I'm just going to let those brew for a little bit, and they're going to be the ones. I've got 3 of them ready here to go to do readings with after, okay? And I will use Eleanor's cards. Now I'm going to have to try and get a little bit closer to the screen because I can't see the messages that are coming up. Who've we got? Tania. You love doing nothing all the time. Hi. Janelle. Yes, let things go. Rowena. Hi, how are you, Rowena? Just going to scroll down and go to the top here as well too. So we've got Leanne, Krista, Tania, Bridgie. So hello, good morning to everyone. Jackie, Lynn. Hi Lynn, how are you? I'm just seeing what we've got here. Okay, so hi everyone, and I will be doing some readings after. So I just want to, I've got my diary in front of me so I can tell you where I'm up to and what I'm doing. But I won't be going, hi Marlene, how are you? I won't be going into the shop for a little while yet because the stairs that I use, oh, this is another story too. Yes, I'm doing well, thank you. When I signed the lease for the place, I was told that only the staff were allowed to use the toilets up the back, okay? And the reason for it is the insurance only covers us going out the back. And they're old stairs, you know, it's they're a little bit dodgy, obviously, because I slipped and fell. And it's a reminder that I'm not to let anyone go out the back again, which is a bit hard. You know, I can't have people going up the back because it means that they've got to go through the kitchen in the shop, and that's actually illegal to allow anyone to walk through your kitchen in a shop. So I'm going to have to lay the law down and say, sorry guys, you can't go up there because I've already fractured my foot, so I'm not going to take the chances with somebody else doing it. Okay. So it'll probably be a few more weeks before I go in there, and I don't have any handrails to get up the top, so I wouldn't be able to go to the bathroom. So that's going to stop me from going to the shop as well too. And if I do, it'll only be for like a couple of hours. Now, tomorrow night, I think we might have something there on tonight as well too. Where are we? No, nothing on there tonight because I was supposed to be down at New Age, a Camellia New Age salon doing the tea leaf. Tomorrow night, Belinda Hayes will be doing a talk on crystals at the shop. So actually, I will try and get in for that because it'll only be a couple of hours. And I'll just go to the toilet before I go, won't I? So Belinda Hayes doing a talk on tarot there tomorrow night. So you can go onto the Rendezvous Tea Room page or send me a message here and I will give you the details. I'm sure Belinda Hayes would have it on her page too. She is absolutely awesome, and a lot of you would actually know her from here. Okay, now what else have we got? Saturday, I am meant to be doing a party at Capella Bar. I think I might be able to do that. Maybe with a little bit of help. Saturday, I was also supposed to be going to Fairytopia, but I had pulled out of that because, you know, I'd opened up the shop 5 weeks ago. So that's another wonderful place to go to. Now, Alicia will be at the shop tomorrow doing readings. She does palmistry, tarot, tea leaf reading, and she's also our moon goddess and can tell you all about the moon, the phases, and if you go onto the page, I think there's actually a special offer there as well too. So even though she's leaving the country, you can still do her courses online. Now, meditation I'm cancelling. Okay, so that was usually held on Tuesday night, and I apologise to those that do meditation. But that's one of the things that I'll be pulling back onto is that. So no meditation on Tuesday night. Oh, next Thursday. Do you know David Laws? Oh my God, he's magnificent and he is so funny. He is the guy that reads flowers. He's Australia's famous flower man. So David Laws along with Peter Williams, and he's another great guy too, very funny. and he does mediumship. They will be doing a show next week down at Currumbin, and I'm pretty sure there's a lift there as well too, so I should still be able to get there and do it. So yeah, so they'll be doing a 2-3 hour show down at Currumbin RSL, and there'll be a few people there with their tables. I'll have some special flyers there for the shop, you know, getting cheaper deals as well too, and there'll be gift prizes there from myself and from other stall holders as well too. It'll be great to catch up with David and Peter as well. Then Alicia will be running a new moon next Friday at the shop. Okay, so new moon ceremony at the shop, and they are always great. Go onto her page. You should be able to, I'll get her to put a link up on the Rendezvous Tea Room page onto hers, so then you can read about all the special things that she does, but she's absolutely wonderful. And then on the 31st, I'm meant to be going down to the Gold Coast, and there's a huge show down there, the Gold Coast show at the Broadwater Parklands. It's supposed to be massive, so hopefully I will get down there and have my gypsy wagon with me, okay? And then we've got Father's Day on the 1st of September, which is less than 2 weeks away, okay? So that's it for the diary and what's happening. So I won't be going into the shop, but I am still available at Wellington Point to do... Colors fill my head, a million dreams again. Sorry, I'll get back to you later. I haven't worked out how to stop the phone calls coming in yet. Yes, Belinda is fabulous, and she knows so much about crystals, the properties, how they work, what to use. I did have my water bottle here before. I've got a special water bottle now, and it's got the crystals in the bottom of there. So I have got amethyst in there, which is like my favourite colour, but it's also a very healing crystal as well. So I take that everywhere with me just to get the energies there. Side, I've got to be careful where I put things because I need to keep the floor free as well. Okay, so I don't know how we're going for time because it doesn't show up on my phone. Isn't that terrible? Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I jumped nearly off the chair when that noise, sorry, with my phone. Oh, and did you hear my ringtone? So it's pink and it's A Million Dreams, okay? So I love to play uplifting music, and in Pam Grout's E-Cubed book, there is, hi Marnie, there, hi Eve, there is a list, I think it's the second experiment, and there's about 7 or 8 songs in there, and you to play them in the morning to raise your vibrations, to make you feel good, because when we wake up in the morning, you know, we want to wake up in a good mood, and it'll keep you going for the rest of the day, okay? So like I said, might have broken my ankle, but I'm still doing well. I am still really happy. I'm seeing the positive side of the situation, and I'm being made to stop to catch up on things that I need to actually be doing, finishing projects. So that is my life at the moment. So I'm just trying to think of some other really good songs. Black Eyed Peas, tonight's going to be a good night. So think about music, songs that raise your vibrations. Play them loud, dance to them. They will have you feeling really good, okay? It's about faking it until you make it. and sing at the top of your lungs. Okay, it is just awesome. Go and get the book E Squared by Pam Grout. There's some in the shop. Okay, if you go to the Rendezvous Tea Room, I do have the E Cubed and E Squared, and also the book The Magic. But you can also go on to my page, Magical Blessings, and it's got Tinkerbell as the profile pic, and go scroll through there, and there's some things in there that are going to help raise your vibrations to make you feel better, to create the life that you want. Okay, all right, so let's do some colors fill my head, a million dreams are keeping me. Now, Alicia, you should know that I'm doing my show now. So I just hung up on Alicia. No, the voice from the deep. My husband's hiding in the bedroom. He's probably watching Netflix. He doesn't leave until 11:15 to go to work, so this is a really good time for me to spend some time with my hubby too, because he took holidays. He had a month off, and then I opened up the shop, so I didn't spend any time with him. So this is also making sure that we spend some time together as well. Hi Kimmy, how are you? We had a great party with your friends, didn't we? Oh God, I love that. That was an awesome party with all the dead people that were coming through with the readings. Sorry. Okay, so my first tarot. Okay, awesome deck of cards, and the lady that designed these cards, her name is Eleanor Hammond, and she also passed away this year as well too, of breast cancer, and it happened very, very quickly. She has created these amazing cards, and on each card is 8 messages. Okay, so depending, and then we deal out 8 cards, so depending on where those cards land is to what message we read. Okay, so you can see we've got the 8 messages there. Then we're going to deal them out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, just like that. Okay, now the way we read these, like you do your Celtic cross, okay, we top left card, okay, we'd read the top left box, and that is all about us. So that tells us all about us. Okay, oh, we've got the 4 of Pentacles here, so I might tell you. So up the top, it's got the meaning of the card. This is so good to learn this way, but it's also a fabulous way to do readings for yourself as well too, because it's very hard to do a reading for yourself because you're going through the books and you're picking up what you want. Like family and friends are hard to read for as well, whereas this, it tells you exactly what it is. Okay, so the 4 of Pentacles is about putting money away. It's putting money aside for the future. It's reminding us that we need to look at our super. Now, this is also reminding me too that I need to look at super myself for something else. Okay, excuse me. Then it says here, it's about turning the house into the home. 4 is our practical number 2, so it's about being practical with things. It's about pulling money together slowly and steady. It can also be divisions as well too. So divisions, like I'm being stopped going to the shop, aren't I? So I can go ahead and do my own things because that was the deal that I made with Luke. Okay, so if we are reading about ourselves, okay, top left card, we'd read the top left box, okay, and it says you are the practical type of person that can be relied upon in most situations. You are methodical and calm. And see, like, there you go. And that's so true about me, because I mean, I didn't go off. I didn't get upset about having the accident because I know it's happened for a reason. Okay, there's other things that I need to be doing, and you need to look at why things have happened. Okay, and go within yourself, and it's about the journey. Okay, and there's other things that you're meant to be doing. Another reason why I wanted a shop as well too is because I teach what I do. So I run classes in palmistry, tea leaf reading, tarot, meditation classes, and then I actually support my students by having practice classes and telling them what they need to do if they want to start up their own little business as well. And then I thought a shop would be fantastic. I was looking at actually getting one of those places down at Capella Park or Capella Central, and just being down there once a week and having like a psychic area, and I could be promoting my business and promoting the students as well too, and getting them used to, talking to customers, okay? Because it can be a bit daunting going out there, and because you're still selling yourself, and people that are readers are usually quite sensitive as well too, so it can be really hard to get out there yourself. So I was wanting to create something like that for them. You know, it's about sharing it. It's about sharing our gift. And now when I say our gift and sharing it, there is still that money exchange, okay? Because this is our life, this is our living, and we still need to keep a roof over our head and feed ourselves, okay? And this is what I do. So gone are the days where people would say, you know, but that's a gift and you should be giving it away for free. Well, I need to live, okay? We need to live. And there's people out there that need our help. You know, it was incredible when I went to Luke's farewell and the people that got up and the lives that he had saved. You know, they were talking about what Luke had done, and you know, we're very lucky with what we do here in the spiritual realm, with helping people and being there for them, and just letting them have a voice as well too, being able to talk about things that they can't talk to other people about. So, you know, it was so just sitting back and hearing what people were saying about what Luke had done for them. So that's what this business is about as well too, and having the shop is having that place for you guys to go to. You know, you can go and sit there, you can have a cup of tea, and you can just soak in the energies. You can go there and you can talk to us about what it is, you know, your spiritual journey, talking about anything spiritual. You know, you can't necessarily talk to your family and your friends about it, but you can go to the Rendezvous Tea Room, or you can come here at Wellington Point, and I'll put the address up the top of the page later on. So I'm still doing readings from Wellington Point, but it's having a place to go to is fabulous, and just soaking up those energies. Anyway, as you can see, I'll go off track a bit, so back to the card. Now, the box on the right hand side, so the top right box, that is our distant past, okay? So there's a feeling of lack from your past that still affects you. You've learned how to be cautious. Oh, look, how many times were we told growing up by our families that you have to work hard to earn your money, okay? That's ingrained in us. You know, people work smarter. You don't have to work hard to earn that money. But it's in our system. It's ingrained into us to be like that. So we feel that we need to be constantly doing something to be grateful for anything that comes into our lives, okay? I'm grateful for everything that's happened in my life, including the marriages that didn't work, because I wouldn't have got the kids that I've got. You know, I've got 4 wonderful children. Yes, they can be a pain in the backside, but, you know, you can't regret that time that you had married somebody else that was, you know, a dickhead. Look at what it is that you actually got out of that. You wouldn't be where you are now if it wasn't for those lessons earlier on. So yes, it still does affect us, okay? And it is hard letting go of those things that we have grown up with. Getting a lot of people laughing at that. Okay, second box down on the left, and that is your recent past. So recently you've been pulling your energy inwards like a battery that's been charged up. So this is what I'm meant to be doing now. This is recharge time for me. And you can't expect to keep going and going. I know. Do you know, with all the classes that I run, I get readings from my students all the time too. And the card that always pops up is that you need to rest. You need to slow down. You need to stop, okay? I'm like, yeah, I know, but I keep going, okay? You do that, you're going to end up with a broken ankle. So just stop. Sorry. I just think it's really funny because here's me. I know the rules and I work with it all the time, but, you know, I still don't listen because I don't know how to stop. I just love going out and doing new things all the time. I love being on the go. That's just me. Okay. Second card down on the right, we read the second box on the right, and this is what's happening right now in our lives, okay? So, and these are messages for you guys as well too, okay? So you're able to make slow and steady progress and you have most of what you need. Just keep going, okay? Then we've got the energies that are coming up. Resting the soul, yeah. Soon you'll need to stay steady and to be cautious about wasting time and money. Don't be a miser though. Follow and plan. Okay. So I need to plan ahead a little bit more. I seem to go day by day a lot of the time, even though I've got my diaries on me. I try and be in the moment, okay? So yes, I do need to plan a little bit better, definitely. All right, now the third one down on the right, this is actually what's happening around you. So it's not necessarily about you, but it still affects you, okay? So this says you need to make your home feel more comfortable. People around you may seem negative and disappointed. And you've got to be careful with that too, because that can rub off on you, okay? So I like to carry some protection around with me. You know, I've also got my crystals that I wear as well. Black tourmaline or black ascidium are really good for that negative energy, okay? Oh, back to work, Leanne. See you later. I'll try and throw in a reading there for you, Leanne, and then you can go back and listen to it. I'll make yours the first. There you go. Yeah, so protection. Sage the place, okay? Go around, say the prayer, like the Lord's Prayer. I do have something on my page, Magical Blessings. So if you scroll down, you'll see one of those shells and you'll see the sage in there. And I actually say a prayer. So you can use that yourself, that prayer, and play that while you're going around and cleansing your house, okay? So you don't necessarily need to have someone come out and pay someone to do it. You can just play that and go around the house with the sage, okay? And there is a lot that's happening around at the moment too. There are so many breakups. My daughter's just moved back home last week. She broke up with her girlfriend. So that's been really sad, and, you know, we've needed to support her with that. There's been a lot of deaths as well too. This year there's been a lot of deaths, so that's been quite difficult. I know with what's going on in my life, like I've lost 3 people this year, and they were only young, and and both of them, 2 of them, very spiritual people. There, you know, there was Eleanor and there was Luke, and it's like, why did they have to go? You know, they've done so much for other people. Gentle, beautiful souls. But then Luke is with me at the shop. I know he's with his family. Yesterday they scattered his ashes down on a beach that he loved, and he had that in his will that's what he wanted. You know, he wanted his ashes scattered there. So the family, I know his brother's come down from Cairns, and they went and did that yesterday. But I'll be in the shop and I'll see him in front of me. I'm not seeing like a full version of Luke, but I know he's there. And I go, and he's been doing some funny things as well too, knocking things out of my hands. Now, I'm usually not a clumsy person, okay, but I do need to lose weight. And I'd go to the fridge and I'd go and get a Bicky out of the fridge at the shop, and it got knocked out of my hand. Okay, later on that afternoon, I went and got a slice from the fridge, and that got knocked out of my hand as well too. And I thought, you cheeky bugger. Now, Luke wouldn't have done that type of thing in real life, okay? But as a spirit, like, he's knocking things out of my hands. And anyway, I told my husband about it, and he said only a dead man would get away with that. And see, now that could have been a message for me too. It's been really hard to get around because I am overweight, and I don't exercise, so I don't have that core strength. So trying to use those crutches and getting up and down is really, really hard. So I'm going to have to think seriously, you know, when I'm healing, that I need to be doing more to strengthen myself. And one of his customers, she's come in a couple of times, and, you know, she just needed someone to talk to as well too, because she really missed Luke, you know, like a lot of us do. And I wanted to write something down for her and I grabbed the back of one of my flyers, and I had been saying to her that she needs to start seeing friends, okay, getting out there and spending some time with friends. That's going to make her feel better. So when I've gone to get one of my flyers to write on the back of it, it got knocked out of my hand. So I've reached back to go and get another one. The pen gets knocked out of my hand. Now, within about this far away, there was a flyer there for the Rendezvous Tea Room, and it had a special deal on there, you know, to bring a friend in. And I had just been saying to her that she needs to take friends, and it was like Luke was knocking things out of my hand until I realised that is what I needed to give her, that she needed to bring a friend back in, because it had on there, you know, to bring a friend. You know, so little things like that. And I'll hear his voice if I've put different music on, like I had Triple M on, and it was before the doors were open, and I'm sitting down and I'm just doing some paperwork, and I could hear in my head, get that music off in my shop. So, you know, he might have passed over, but I know he's still there in spirit, and I love what I do, you know, because I'm so lucky that I actually still get to sense those things. So That's what's happening around us. And be careful of those negative things, okay? I told you I'd go off on a tangent. Okay, back to the card. Bottom left one, okay? So the bottom left corner, this is the advice by our guides. So emotionally or financially, you are spending all or blocking all. Be cautious, but be kind to yourself. So what are you doing to stop what it is that you want to do? What it is, you've got to look at what it is that you're blocking, okay? Again, this to me is going back to the way that we've been brought up and what has been said to us. So you need to change those old ways of thinking, okay? You need to be more positive about what it is that you want and know that you're going to get it. Okay, but we've always got that little voice in the back of our head saying, you think so, you're not going to get that, you don't deserve that, all that negative talk. You need to let it go, okay? The first chapter, experiment 1, okay, now I'd like you all to do this, is in the next 48 hours, I want you to let go of all your negative thoughts, okay? And I want you to think that you know that in the next 48 hours that something really special and amazing is going to happen to you, okay? We're not going to put a name on it. Just expect something special to happen in the next 48 hours. It might be a check in the mail. It might be hearing from someone that you've not heard in for ages. It could be getting a bunch of flowers. Just know that something special is going to happen. And it's funny because I always go back to the first chapter in this book, explaining it to people and that they need to get this book and they need to follow it. And you can go onto my page for the Magical Blessings. And I keep reliving that first experiment. And I do have amazing things that happen every single day. I got some beautiful flowers the other day. One of the ladies from the shop dropped in and she gave me some flowers. Thank you very much, Kat. I love my flowers. They're still alive too. Another one, I take medical cannabis oil and I have it for Crohn's. Well, I also need it for the pain now, and it's great for healing bones. So I should heal much quicker. And with everyone sending me prayers as well too, thank you so much for everyone that has been sending me healing. She brought me back some medical cannabis oil because I've been trying to find time to get down there. I had 2 days off last week, and both days I decided that I just needed to rest and not do anything. Actually, my husband told me not to get out of bed, and I stayed in bed all day on the Sunday. I wanted to get down to the hemp embassy to go and get my supplies because it reduces all the inflammation and it helps with the stress levels as well too. So I've only had one attack of Crohn's since I've been taking the medication, and that was because I was going through a pretty stressful time too. Okay, back to the card. Did it again. Bottom right card, and then this is our current future. Okay, so with that, you are coming into your power. All of the elements you are drawing to you create great things. How cool is that? I love these cards because they are so easy to read. They are so positive as well too. And we need positivity in our life. She also has another deck which is for relationships. Okay, now I know Leanne's coming back and I'm going to do a quick reading for Leanne. So I don't know what she wanted to know about. Hi Anne-Marie, hi Susan. I love your little pictures. Don't you love all these things that they've got on the phone these days? I noticed on Facebook Live, I can go in there and I can actually pull someone up on the screen now and have a chat with someone on the screen, so you guys can see that as well. So I'm going to try that because I want to do some interviews. Okay, so for Leanne, yours is about teaching. It's about knowledge. It's about things that are hidden too. It does have private affairs on there as well. The private eye. Or are you the type of person you're really good at investigating things and finding out the truth of things? That's what I'm picking up from this. You're usually very good at coming up with a new idea and keep secrets for other people. You are careful. Oh, so maybe that's you're keeping a secret. Somebody's having an affair. Not good. No, sorry. You know, I get quite a few people that come and have readings and they are having affairs and they want to know, when's he going to leave me, leave her and come and live with me. You know what, girls and guys, think about it. If they're going to leave you and you are starting a relationship from an affair, can you ever trust that person? You know, right from the very beginning, to me, that's just showing that you just can't trust that person, and you can't be trusted either. Sorry to be so blunt, but that's my opinion. Okay, but then the circumstances behind it too. I know there's different circumstances as well too. Okay, so now I'm going to. Okay, who have I got here? Kim. Okay, any topic will do. All right, let's see what's coming up for you, Kim. We have got the Two of Staves, okay, or the Two of Wands. Now, the meaning of this card is, I look back at the right-of-way one, and the guy is standing looking over the horizons, okay, and he's holding, I think he's holding the world in his hand. So it's, you can go, you've got decisions to make, and it doesn't matter what the decision is, either way, it's the right way to go for you, okay? And it's looking over new horizons, new opportunities that are coming for you. It's about making, let's read the card. It's about making long-term plans. There are two paths to choose from. Make a decision and follow through. So it doesn't matter which one you do, just follow through with it, okay? And you're usually pretty good at making decisions yourself too. And it's saying choose to be happy. Okay, so it could be that you are even looking at going overseas, okay, moving in new directions, okay, sending you lots of wheeling. Is that healing? Thank you very much. Okay, yes please, Tania. Okay, we've got one sticking up here. Okay, Tania. Oh, you might be getting the message too that maybe you need to slow down a little bit and think about where it is that you want to be going in your life. You've got the Hermit. Maybe you're feeling a little bit isolated. Maybe you're feeling a little bit lonely. But the Hermit is about going on a journey within and discovering who you are and where it is that you want to go in your life. It's about following your spiritual path as well too. So it's saying you may need to wander off and think about your living space, okay? Are you happy with where you are in your life? Are you following your dreams? Okay, so that's for you, Tania. Okay, Kimmy, are you still there? I'm pulling one out for you, Kimmy. Now, with scrolling down, I'll have to go back and see who I've missed out as well too. Kimmy, you have got the Two of Cups, which is the marriage card. It's about, I can't remember if you were married or not. I know that it was a part, the psychic party that we did was a lead up to somebody was getting married on the Friday. And so this is about the marriage. It's about happiness, and it's about opening up a bit more too. The Two of Cups is like our romance card, so it's about getting some more of that romance into your life, whether you are with someone or not. It could be that someone is coming into your life if you don't already have someone. But if you do have someone in your life, spending some time together, go out and do something together, go out on a date night, okay? But make sure that you spend some time with your partner, okay? All right, now I'm just going to scroll down a bit more back to the other ones and see who asked first, okay? I think, I'm not too sure, but I think that might have been Janelle for last week. So I'm going to pull you out a card for this week, okay? Because I didn't write up those messages and it's sort of going back too far now. I can't remember what they were. So, Janelle, you've got the Magician. Oh, love the Magician. The Magician is about, it can be about magical things happening in your life, okay? Special events. Now, the Magician is also about having all those tools that we require to do the job that we need to do. So with me, you know, it's about all my tools. These are my tools, okay? I work with the tea leaves. I work with the cards. So they're my tools of the trade. So it's about you learning more to do what it is that you want to do. It's about having all of that all lined up to get you where it is that you want to go in your life as well too. So maybe you're going out and you're learning something new, or you maybe have just qualified for everything so you can go and do that job. You need to believe in yourself again. You are clever and able to create a better life. Thoughts have power. Manifest and be positive. Again, E squared, E cubed, the magic. Go onto my page, Magical Blessings. Like, there's just so much on there. When we are grateful for what it is that we have in our life, and we help other people and we're of service to other people, it's amazing, like the things that can happen. Stop being negative. Turn it into a positive thought. You know, if something has happened in your life, why has it happened? You know, there's obviously something else that I'm meant to be doing, okay? Like me, I could be, you know, worried about how things are going to go at the shop, but I'm not. I have faith, because that is where I was meant to open it up to help other people. Luke guided me in that direction, and I just have faith that everything is okay. So that's what you need to do. You need to have that faith. You need to know that everything is going to be okay, and magical things will happen in your life. Okay, so where are we going now? Sorry, I should be doing a tea leaf reading for the next one. I'm missing a few, sorry. Okay, Eve. Have I done one for you, Eve? Let's see how we go with this stuff, which I don't know if it's tea or not. Hey Alicia, this is some of your herbs. Russ just went and got it out of the box. It's orange. Can you see that? Okay. So what I've done, I've turned my cup upside down. I'm turning it around 3 times anti-clockwise. So that's bringing through our past and some confirmation for us. Handle facing towards my heart. Then I tap on it 3 times and that brings through our spirit guides and our ancestors for any messages they may have for us. Now, let me see what I can see here for you. I actually see someone sitting down here and it looks like they're in the praying position. So I don't know if something's happened and, the message that I'm getting is that they're hearing your prayers, okay? All you need to do is ask your angels and your guides for help and they will be there for you. So, Eve, your guides are there, they're listening to you, okay? And they're there to help you. So I don't know what the situation is there, but they are definitely listening. So even with your past, your loved ones that have passed over, talk to them. They can hear you, okay? They are there for you. Now I've got 2 little people here. And what are they doing? I've got the letter T. The letter T, now that could be somebody's name. T also stands for trust and a plan being hatched as well too. So maybe you've got you're organising something. So just, and I'm also seeing like the letter I as well too. So crossing your T's, dotting your I's. So making sure that you've got everything organised and what do I want to say there? Writing everything up so you don't get lost, okay? Make sure that you keep everything down on paper. And that way you're not going to get lost and think, what am I meant to be doing now? I'm also seeing a guitar in here. So the guitar and a heart, okay? So we've got the guitar and the heart. So the heart is about love. That can be someone sending you love, a love of music. Maybe there's someone around you that plays the guitar or somebody that's passed over that played the guitar and they're actually sending love to you. But your prayers are definitely being heard, okay? So don't give up. Okay. How are we going for time? Oh, I'm over. Oh, I've got to go and let the next person on. Okay, the Rendezvous Tea Room. Go and check us out. Come in and have a cup of tea and a tea leaf reading for only $20. And we're doing a special up until the 31st of this month. So you can go in for a Devonshire tea and a tea leaf reading for just $25 with Alicia. So I will put the phone number up the top of the page. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye.